Chapter 17. Siddhar Vidya. Meditation on the Supreme Object in the Heart Lotus. He who meditates on the heart space as the vast abode of the Supreme Soul, the planets and stars, and as pervading the entire space, all desires increase. The pleasures attained through difficult and meritorious deeds are far inferior to the power of this inner worship. Thus, the seeker will travel freely in all the worlds. Sandakyam. 2. Meditate on the Om, which is the thumb-shaped symbol and the unwavering light of the heart lotus, in the middle of which is the heart lotus. Dhyana Bindu Upanishad. 3. By meditating on the pure object in the heart, you will be freed from samsara. Meditate on the Supreme Hamsa in the supreme joy of the heart with the divine songs. Brahma Vidyopanishad. 4. The Upadesam of Yajnavalkya to Janasa. The heart is Brahma. Its place is the same. It is not divided. The sky is its support. He who meditates on that Brahma, which is called stability, becomes stable. His heart does not leave him. All beings also approach him. He is God. He joins the gods. Brihadaranya Upanishad. 5. The Supreme Soul is finer in the heart than barley and finer than rice after it has been steamed. At the same time, greater than this world, greater than all the heavens of the worlds. He attracts all things, desires, and emotions. So says Chandalayar Chandogyo in the Upanishad 6. Purusha Suktam. The heart is like a lotus bud, facing downwards, and has a crown on its head. This same Brahmananda Sthan is like a closed box hanging from the blood vessels. At its end is the Syrian gate, which has established everything. At its center is the fire that consumes and distributes all the food. Its rays spread in the four directions and fill the body from the feet to the head. The flame that looks up high in the middle of that fire is like a lightning bolt in a blue cloud. It is like a yellow field. In the midst of this fire, the Supreme Soul sits. He is Brahma, Shiva, Indra, the sky, the King of Kings. 7. Just as a person who does not know that needy Nikshepa is buried in another Shruti in the Chandokyam turns around and walks on it without finding anything, so a person goes to the heart lotus Brahmaloka every day without knowing it. 8. Paul Tuzin Upanishad Vagya Sangraham. The Upanishad sages consider the heart region to be greater than the brain region. There the 5 pranas and the senses are scattered. That is the abode of the mind and the siddhs. In sleep, the forms of the soul remain in the heart. They also return there at the time of death. That is why we perceive forms and effort. Citizens, truth, and speech arise. The heart is the Supreme Being. 9. This heart worship is the main feature of the rituals of the Christ realizers. Madame Guyon, who had suffered greatly in samsara, received a teaching from her teacher, that is, seek the Lord in the heart, you will surely find him there. Soon she felt a deep wound in her heart, as if an arrow had pierced it. That wound was filled with love for the Lord and gave her joy. Then she sat down in Nishta. I love you more than a very passionate lover loves his beloved, she said, O Prananatha, O Lord, and she pleaded for a union that would give her immense joy and suffering. The Lord also agreed and came as a special yaksha. She will always be aware of the presence of the Lord within her and will do all things as his service. 10. The teachings of Lord Krishna in the 14th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam. Sitting on a seat that is neither too high nor too low, with a straight body without any slouches, keeping both hands on her lap and looking at the tip of her nose, she should purify the path of her life with the Puraka, Kumbhaka, and Rasika. Otherwise, she can purify herself by performing Resika, Puraka, and Kumbhaka, from the root of the root to the crown. Spread the Om, which is as fine and continuous as the thread of a lotus stem, through her life, in the heart, and make it sound as loud and steady as the sound of a bell. In this way, if one practices pranayama 10 times every day in the morning, noon, and evening with pranava, he will conquer the breath within a month. The heart is the organ of the body, upside down. It is above it. The top is not a flower, but a bud. It has 8 petals. There is a flame in the middle. One should meditate on it as it is high and blooming, and at its feet one should meditate on the sun, above it the moon, and above it the fire. One should meditate on my, Sri Krishna's, auspicious form, which is useful for meditation, in the middle of that fire. Turning the mind that was meditating on all the limbs, turn it away from the respective limbs and meditate on the smiling face. After the mind is fixed on it, meditate on the cause of everything, and after being fixed on that, turn the mind to me.